Hi. Calendars are one of the most important topic for government sector examinations. Okay, like banking, RRB, SSC. Guys, this topic falls under into logical reasoning, as it involves lot of logical discussion and analyzation and analysis as well. One can definitely expect 2 to 4 problems in the question paper. A lot of various examinations. If you name as campus hiring companies like TCS, Wipro, Capgemini, definitely you can expect 1 or 2 questions. Okay, and one more important point here is this. Higher education examinations like CAT, MAT, ICET, definitely you can expect 1 or 2 questions for sure. Guys, basically the concept of calendars, first we need to understand what is calendar. Everybody know. Calendar is a chart or a series of pages showing the days, weeks and months in a particular year. Okay. Are giving, particularly, seasonal informations. Okay, first we need to understand what is calendars. Okay, and in this particular topic you need to understand there are 2 types of years. One is ordinary year, the other one is leap year. Okay, we'll try to understand one by one. Guys, what is the basic structure of the calendar? Okay, so first one is what? Ordinary year. Any year which is having 365 days, okay, is called an ordinary year. Okay, let's say 1901. It's what? It's an ordinary year. Okay, because this is not a leap year. Because in this year definitely we will have only 365 days. Guys, the days are 365, but how many years will be there? Sorry, how many weeks will be there? Okay, in 365 days, how many weeks will be there? Yeah, 1 week will consist of what? 7 days. So, if I want the number of weeks, so which is 360 should divide with what? 7. 7 5s are 35. I left with 1 and 5. 7 2s are 14. So, it's going to be what? 1. So, the point here is this. I can say in normal year, which is an ordinary year, there are 52 weeks plus 1 day. Okay, 1 day. This extra day is called odd day. This extra day is called what? Odd day. Guys, odd day is throughout the calendar topic we can use the word of odd days. We can do every question with odd days. Okay, when you are dividing the number with 7, the extra, I can say the remainder is nothing but what? Odd days. So I can show you. So any year which is having 365 days is called what? Ordinary year. Example 1977, 2007. Okay, 2229, etc. So these are called ordinary years. Okay, yeah, in ordinary year you have to understand, just now I have explained you, if you divide 365 with 7, it gives a quotient of 52. So this 52 complete weeks and 1 extra day. This extra day is called odd day. This is one of the most important word. Throughout this topic, we are going to use this particular word. Okay, and what is a leap year? Leap year is nothing but a year which is having 366 days. Okay, it's called a leap year. So, if you divide 366 with 7, 7 5s are 35, I left with 1 and 6. 7 2s are 14, I left with 2. So, I can say there are 52 complete weeks plus 2 days extra. So this is nothing but These 2 extra days are nothing but what here? Odd days. So guys, look at here. A leap year has 366 days. The division of the number by 7, it gives a coefficient of 52 and remainder is what? 2. Okay, that 2 days is nothing but what? Odd days. The 2 days are nothing but what here? Odd days. So these points are very, very important. Okay, and we should know little more knowledge about the leap years. Okay, these points are very, very important. Okay, ordinary year has, finally I am concluding from the previous things. An ordinary year has 1 odd day. The leap year has 2 odd days always. Okay, so this is the note you have to know. And we need to understand about leap years. Okay, guys, what is a leap year? Let's say 2020 is a leap year. A lot of people will say yes. Why this is a leap year? Okay, for every 4 years leap year will come. Okay, but there are few important points you need to understand here. Okay, guys, 2020 is a leap year. Okay, but the point is this, on what basis you will say? If the year is divided with 4, that year is going to be called as what? Leap year. Okay, 2020 is going to divide with 4. Yes, then it is a leap year. Okay, 2021 is going to divide with 4. No, this is a leap year. No, this is an ordinary year. This is not a leap year. Okay, but the point here is this. Is 600 is a leap year? Yeah, it is definitely divided with 4. But lot of people will say yes. But answer is what here? No. 600th year is not a leap year. Okay, why this is not a leap year? 600 year, 1600, okay, 2000, all are what? Century years. After every 100 years, century years are going to come. Okay, so the point is this. Century years are always divide should 400, then only we call it as what? Leap year. Is 1600 is going to divide with 400 completely? Yes. 400 how many times? Okay, 4 4s are 16. Yes or no? So I can say definitely it's going to divide with what? 400. So 600 is going to divide with 400? No, 600 will not completely divide with 400, but 600 is going to divide with 4. So here the important point is this. Any year which is a century year, it should definitely divide with 400. Then only that year is called what? Leap year. Otherwise that year is not going to be a leap year. So those are the points I am explaining here. Okay, the leap year occurs every 4 years most of the time, but there are scenarios where the gap between 2 leap years is 8 years. So you can see the example. Okay, 1896 is a leap year. Why? Because 1896 completely divided with what? 4. Definitely I can say this is going to be what? A leap year. But after 4 years means what? Definitely people will write what? 1900. Okay, is this a leap year? Yeah, if you divide with 4, it completely divides. But the point is what? 1900th year is what? Century year. So century years should be divided with what? 400. So 1900 is going to exactly divide with 400? No. So that's why always, the leap year gap is not always 4 years. So the point is this. So the leap year gap is what? 2 leap years, it was what? 8 years sometimes. Okay, when there are century years, you have to take care of these particular points. Yeah, 600 is divisible by 4. It's not considered to be leap year because for a century year, the logic follows that what? It should always divisible by 400, not by 4. So if you understand this basic point, so that the leap years are going to be very easy when you are solving the questions. Hope everybody understood. Okay, on the same way, 700 is divisible by 4, but not by 400. So 700 cannot be considered as a leap year. Okay, so hope everybody understood, the concept of leap years now. Okay, so the whole thing what I'm going to tell you is this, guys. Okay, here I'm trying to tell you one important point. Normal year will definitely have, okay, normal year will definitely have one odd day. Odd days is nothing but when you divide with 7, the extra days are odd days. Okay, so ordinary year will have one odd day, leap year will have two odd days. Okay, so these points are very, very, very important. Okay, and century years are always divisible with what? 400, not with 4. Okay, so these points are very, very important. Okay, so a week consists of how many days? Obviously, a week will consist of 7 days. So that's why we are dividing the whole days with what? 7. So let's try to answer question number 1. Okay. Not question number 1. What I'm trying to tell you is this: 4,000, 1,600, 1,200, etc. are leap years, and they will definitely divisible with what? 400. And years 200, 600, 100, etc. are not a leap years because they are not divisible by 400. Okay, hope everybody understood the concept of leap years and an ordinary year. Okay, so that completes our video. Okay, in the next upcoming videos we'll try to understand what is odd days for how many years. Okay, and we'll try to solve a few examples, basic examples in the next video. Hope everybody understood. Thank you, guys.